everyone. Welcome back to Lana's Little Things with me, Dr. Lana, specialist gerontologist, talking all things aging, living agelessly, really, bridging generational gaps, entrepreneurship, family, caregiving. You know that's my heart, and just life in general. So, Phineas has decided to join us for a bit. So, we're here with you tonight. Good morning, good evening, good night. It's Saturday night for me. So we have Satur-night, your time for relaxation, thought provoking, respite, and just finding a way to bring us all together. That's what it's all about. How was your week? Oy, again, this week was a doozy, I'm sure. For some of you, you have stories to tell about how this week was. I'm a little fuzzy because we have a lot of Sahara dust right now in Barbados, and it just seems to be going nowhere. It's just there. So it's par for the course, as we say, and be moving along. What are we going to talk about today? So this week, I've just been seeing and hearing a lot of discussion about with families, with caregivers, just talking to friends in general of how we don't seem to be meeting up anymore, and yet a beautiful group in another section of international wonderful friends and like-minded friends, and we talk about our goals, our visions, our dreams, and it really lifts each other up. But somehow, sometimes at the local level, at the family level, let's put the community aside because communities are built off families. So let's just go in a family circle. Do you have shared goals? You don't have to have the exact goal. Like obviously if you're now starting to work and Gran is retired or you're dealing with someone who has dementia or you're just maybe not on the same page, you don't have to have the same goals as everybody else. That's not practical, and we're all different people. What I wanted to talk about was how we can use shared goals, patience, common purpose, and compassion in the same realm of family caregiving and bridging generational gaps. Because the closer and the better we understand each other, and the more we share things and the more harmony we have our goals, or we at least we have our thought processes. Like-minded individuals build each other up. High tide floats all boats, you know? Okay, so how can we practically do that? So, well, first of all, how does it help? Don't you feel better, young or old, when you have a common purpose with someone? You can talk for hours on something you're passionate about, whether it's gardening, whether it's taking care of children. If that's what you used to do, that's what my grand used to do. Loves children, loves her eyes light up when she sees a child. And maybe that's your passion too. What about your different hobbies? What did you like to do before you went into the working world? If you are an older person, what is your passion right now? What is your drive? What is your vision? What is your view for yourself as a family caregiver? What do you want to do? Have you thought of it? And not only that, can it be that we can meld that together and bridge all those gaps in one? Yes, it is possible. Why is it so important? We want for us to feel better. We It improves our brain chemistry. You know those feel good hormones, the reward hormones, because we are with people who are thinking along the same lines, and we can all gel together and we improve our relationships. We tend to understand each other better because if I know what you're thinking and what you might be doing, even though it doesn't share with mine exactly, I understand. So patience, compassion comes into the play because you know, understand the other person feels understood, and don't we all want to feel heard and understood? Uh-huh. So how are we gonna get that thing? If it sounds so beautiful, is that too good to be true? Mm-mm. Is it hard? Not as you might think. And as the days progress, it may seem challenging because you've got your full work, you may have your caregiving. As an older person, you have your challenges, but you still, you know, you can still live your full life. You still want to do the things, and you can absolutely do the things that bring you joy. But you want to do it with company. We're not meant to be isolated. We're not meant to be by ourselves. We were not designed in cubicles. We were designed to interact with each other. So again, how can we do that? First of all, exactly what I'm doing here. Talk. Now you know I can talk all day long. My friends don't will let you know, and you probably realize I can talk all day long. But that's what a lot of us don't do. We don't talk. And not only do we not talk, how many times is it that you found yourself just saying, "Hi, how are you doing? How are things? How was the day? All is well?" End of discussion. How's that going to bridge a gap? We bridge gaps by talking about our emotions, about our feelings, our disappointments, our distresses, our goals, our wins, our joys, our visions, our purposes, our plans for the future, our common gifts. When last did you sit with your, you know, person you're taking care of, or your grandmother or grandfather? Cherish them while they're here. That wisdom you cannot buy and you can't Google. Trust and believe. It is wisdom of the ages, and it will just help you to grow. So find the time. So talk, talk deep. Find time to talk deeply. Some families, some persons generally aren't talkers, like myself, but you can be a good listener. So can we schedule a time? So let's first, we got four things we can do. Schedule a time as a family, and this could be in person, this can be on FaceTime, this can be well virtual, or it can be in person. Let's put it that way. You can have it, share it with your family members close to you, and very, very good friends, your peers. One or two. Maybe you can have a family night and you can have a peer group night. You know, like just the girls or just the men. They talk. Yes, you gents. I know you talk too. We know you talk too. So schedule a time. Don't just leave it for chance. Put a time and say, okay, Monday, does that work for you? Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever. It doesn't have to be for 4 hours. But you might find that you might end up talking for a longer time. Start off small. Start with 2 or 3 minutes. Maybe go in the garden together. For some of you, if it's still very cold in winter time, maybe that's not possible. Sit at the fireplace. Have a fireside chat. Talk about what you used to do. Talk about what you want to do. And you may find your visions and your goals pretty much line up. Because we are like the people we hang around the most of the most. So whether we like it or not, we may have more things in common than we think. And who doesn't like that? So we schedule in time, we're making time to talk. If we're not a talker, we will make time to listen. And when we listen and we hear and we share, then we can find, oh, you know what? What about an art class? Did you like to do art? My cousin once took me to an arts class. It was about an hour. It was just to learn how to paint like one little picture on one small canvas. But the time spent was so much quality. I never forgot that. It's just a few years ago. Can you do an art class? Can you do a pottery class where you just interacting with natural fibers, natural things? Would you like to sew? Do you like to do work with your hands, smockery? Do you like to do carpentry? Can you mentor someone with that? Can you bring the grandchildren in? Family caregivers, give yourself a break. Let the grandchildren, the younger ones, take a learn. And you know what? you see their eyes light up because they know they're feeling useful. The ones who are being taught are being not just taught what to do, but being taught life skills. And again, you can't Google a life skill. I'm just saying. It also breeds compassion because children move at different paces. Yes, sometimes they might be faster, but they do move at a slightly slower pace when it comes to wisdom. Older people, you got that in spades. Family caregivers, you get to see the interaction. It brings a smile on everyone's face. So, my encouragement from my heart to yours, let us find ways to bridge gaps by finding our common goals, small as they may be, talking to each other, listening, finding time, scheduling time. Start with 10 minutes, start with whatever works for everyone, and make time to make time. The end result, closer bonds, gaps are bridged, we understand each other a bit better, and you know what? We can actually have fun with each other. Who knew? And again, who can say no to that? From my heart to yours, Dr. Lana and Phoenix, we're signing out, and I will see you. This is post 152. This is just an amazing journey, and I wish you a wonderful, wonderful family time, growth time, happy time together. Bridge those gaps. We need each other. Good morning, good evening, good night. My heart to yours. Mwah. See you next time.